Cooking and sharing meals with friends and family is scientifically proven to increase happiness. And in the darker, colder winter months, this can be extra important. Having people over and feeding them a delicious dinner can feel difficult, but it doesn't have to with the help of Natasha Feldman, author of The Dinner Pantry Project. Natasha, thank you so much for joining us today. So what are some of your tips to help make entertaining easier?
Hey, David, thanks for asking. The Dinner Party Project is full of tips, and we're going to talk about three of my favorites that I think will help your audience incorporate dinner parties into their lives super seamlessly. David, how do you feel about snacks?
I love snacks. What you got for me?
So my first rule is AHS, the acronym for always have snacks. You walk into someone's house. I don't want to wonder when we're going to eat. I want to see food. I want to be able to start feeling like I'm, relaxed and in a good mood. And you want to be able to nosh when you want and not feel like you're obsessed with the idea of when you're going to eat. And it really lets a lot of pressure off the host too. So one of my favorite little things to prep in advance are these devil on horseback, but instead of using dates, which can get a little bit dry or be hard to stuff, I love to use prunes because they're a dried fruit that's super consistent. So every single time they're going to be like really moist and tender. And when you put them under the broiler, they get like chewy, ooey, gooey, caramelly, super yummy. But you don't have to make your app if you don't want. We got pretzels, we got popcorn, we got dried pasta. Just kidding. Don't feed people the dried pasta, but anything that you can put out so when people arrive, they feel like a sense of calm and like you're really kind of giving them what they need is awesome for starting off your dinner party. Then, if you're a little bit newer to dinner parties, what I always recommend is just make one dish that's temperature sensitive and everything else should be room temp. So are you a short rib fan?
I love short ribs. Are you kidding me? They're super delicious.
They're fun too because you can really take them in so many different genres. So I went to Morocco a few years ago and was obsessed with all the tagines. So I used Moroccan spices in this. But what's awesome is in the winter, if you want to make a really delicious stew, I use these prunes because I'm Eastern European and that is just like how we stew, but it keeps everything super moist and it makes a really good thick sauce. It kind of like breaks down and is super delicious. But just make one thing that's temperature sensitive. Everything else should just be room temp. So you're not like running around like a chicken with its head cut off. Keep it simple, and then your party will be much more fun for you.
I love that. That's really cool. I got like always having snacks on hand is like the jam. You're like you really are like speaking to me with that one. That's so funny.
I love it. And I have a third thing for you because you're going to have a dinner party. If you don't have dessert, did you even have a party? I don't think so. But we want to keep it nice and easy for you. And again, we got prunes. If you can tell, I'm obsessed with prunes because now you add this fruit, we blend it up with the chocolate and everything, and it keeps the batter so moist that even on day 2 and day 3, it's still really tender and yummy. So I'm all about making things in advance. You can make this stew a day or two in advance. It gets better as it sits. The cake also stays super moist and tender. And I like having a whimsical moment at my dinner parties. So what's fun about doing a cake like this is you can kind of have little things out to have people decorate. Like I brought a marshmallow fluff. I hadn't had this in so long. And then recently I was like, this is so good. So I've been playing with it again. But you could do like ice cream, whipped cream, marshmallow fluff. You can take some chocolate and grate it over. You can kind of just like put out a bunch of stuff and let people play, which I think like, we're all looking for ways to just like incorporate our childlike joy back into our lives, especially post pandemic, and just having something like fun and kind of goofy to end the night, I think just like makes people feel really warm and cozy. So the prunes are great because they're going to keep this tender. We have our one dish that's super temperature sensitive. Everything else is cool. You have snacks. You're going to have like a very memorable, fun dinner party. And like I said, there's so many more tips in the dinner party project, but I was excited to kind of share some little guys with you and incorporate my favorite dried fruit.
Natasha, it's great. Thank you so very much. This is a really fun morning. And like, I was not excited about prunes, but now all of a sudden I'm very excited about prunes.
Listen, if I had $1 for every time somebody said that to me, I'd be rich. They're like so a part. I have them in my pantry at every second of every day, and I'm out here spreading the gospel because they're so good, and I love them as an aid to keep things really simple for me.
I love it. Thank you so very much, Natasha. So where can folks go to learn some more information?
You can go to californiaprunes.org, or you can also follow me on Instagram at Nosh with Tosh for all kinds of helpful cooking tips all the time.
That's perfect. Thank you so much for your time this morning. We really appreciate it. And guys, if you want to check out this segment again, head over to First Coast News Plus, where you can see it on Apple TV, Roku, and Fire TV.